Hello my people and welcome back to another YouTube video. I've got my laptop in front of me, I'm on the walking pad, so that is why it probably sounds like that, but we are 55 days out from show number 1 and I just wanted to come on this video and speak a little bit about I've changed gyms, I am moving gyms 55 days out from show. Oh my god, he's fucked it, whatever. Basically, right, I train, for anyone that doesn't know, my local gym, so I stay 5 minutes away from a Bannatyne's gym, which if people don't know, it's like a David Lloyd. It's the exact same thing as a David Lloyd. I'm assuming more people have probably heard of David Lloyd's. It is a fancy gym with dog shit equipment, absolutely dead environment. Every single person there is above 60. There's a few, to be fair, there's a few people like my age and people that I'm friends with there, but majority of people are coffin dodgers. And I also go during the day. So I'm sure after 5, it's a lot of younger people because I've been in there to do cardio. And it is then more people my age, which is possibly a better environment, but it is ridiculously busy. So I always, luckily, have the gift of being able to go at a good time, so midday. And yeah, it is just so depressing. As someone that loves like a bodybuilding gym and just loves bodybuilding in general, like now that sessions they're not getting tougher, but I'm having to not think about them a bit more either, but it's like you're not as motivated, right? And it's harder to push yourself when you look over and there's some 60-year-old doing a lat pull down, holding the fucking with one hand, and it's just like, that just pisses me off. Pissing me off isn't even the right word, but it's really hard to actually lock in and be motivated to train and actually push yourself further when everything you're seeing is dog shit. And then if I'm going to then film my sets, you feel a bit awkward and it's just not great. And from a business perspective as well, if I'm training in Bannatyne's, like, I'm not getting regular content out. I'll film every now and again. The angles are shite. The machines aren't cool. Like, you're more likely to click on a video of someone doing a really cool machine than you are on a Smith machine. Do you know what I mean? It's not great. And I've trained a few times at Flex Unit recently, which is about 30 minutes away from me, because I've been meeting my coach Taylor in person. And like, it's just ridiculous. It's a different level. I feel so jealous of all the people that live like 10 minutes away, but half an hour in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst. What I'm going to have to do is I am just going to have to be more prepared with everything else. For example, meal prep. What I'm going to do is meal prep a few days in advance. Last night I did it for today and tomorrow, all my meals for training days, so that then that would have been half an hour. So in my head, that kind of takes away from the journey because I would have spent half an hour cooking and now I just put it in the microwave. So things like that. Check-ins I also need to sort out for coaching. And what I'm going to do is right now, I just do them when they send them, but I work at 8:30 till 12:30 most days. So what I'm going to do is get people to send them on a day and then I will then do them between 6 and 8:30 in the morning. Just like a 1 day in arrears. That's how my coach Taylor used to do it, and that's how a lot of people do it as well. I think I'll say, like, if you still want your check-in on a Monday, you can send me on Sunday, but I need to sort all that stuff out as well, so I haven't messed with any of that yet. But the most important thing is I am moving to Flex full-time, I think. I am moving house soon as well, which I think wherever I end up is going to be the same distance to Flex. Like, it's not going to hopefully be another 45 minutes. Like away. It should, if anything, be a bit closer, which is a positive. So I'm going to start training from there, which is going to be fun. I've got legs today. I haven't bought my membership yet, but I'm going to do it because I'm not paying another 12 quid for a day pass, but I'm going to buy that, 40 quid a month. Can't really complain with that. And yeah, I'm excited for it. So legs on the cards today. Going to be a very good session. Got 2 meals to eat. I've got my mince and rice, which I'm going to have. I have kind of changed the way I have my meals as well now because woke up at 6:30. I then don't train until it'll be about 1:15 by the time I start. So that's quite a while just to have 2 meals. So I'm going to have breakfast when I get up, then I'm going to have my mince and rice meal, which would normally be my dinner. Then I'm going to have my pre-workout, and then I have a post-workout when I'm driving home, which should be about like 4. And then I'll have my last meal around about 7:30. So It just stops me having my post-workout meal at 4 and then my dinner at like 6 and then my last meal at like 7. So it stops there being like no time in between them. I think it's the best way to spread out my meals, and it allows me to as well have an extra meal before training, which is going to be a positive. So that's we're gonna trial that today as well. We'll see how it works digestion wise, but it shouldn't really be an issue, I wouldn't imagine. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's been like I used to train at Flex often, but it's just like if I'm trying to take the gym more serious, yes, it's going to be more money on petrol. It is what it is. Yes, I'm still going to keep my Valentine's membership because on days where I just need to do cardio, I'm not driving half an hour, so more money again because it's another membership. But it's what I love to do. It is literally night and day. Like when I went and trained push the other day, I didn't even have my session set up yet. I just copied my session in terms of like push, like all my push movements, like a incline chest press, copied all that, and it's like just such a difference. So that is going to be what this video is about. I'm going to go show you my leg day. I spoke to Taylor about it, but I'm just going to swap the movements like for like pretty much. So I will film bits on my iPhone and then we'll review the form and stuff after. First, this is first leg session there, so well, not ever, but like as of recent. So numbers might be I might not be bang on the head with numbers. So it will be kind of a session of trial and error. You always get that when you first get into the gym. You're trying to find your numbers on things, and then from there you progress. Even for posing as well, like I finished my push session the other day, did a few rounds of posing, sick, like just felt good, was able to actually look in a good mirror, was able to film myself, no one judges you, I'm sat at the top of a staircase doing it, like it is just night and day from Valentine's. So yeah, that is going to be the play from now on. I've lasted forever at that gym, but can't take it anymore. So that is the update. So I will see you guys when we are training legs. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. What is happening, people, is now, it's actually 2 days later. We have a lot of clips of form to go over. So we trained legs yesterday and we also trained push today, which was fantastic. I've just got back, well, been back a few hours now from my push session. Got a wee Pepsi before having last meal. So the clips you'll see on screen first are going to be from my leg session. This was yesterday and then push was today. So starting off with a hamstring curl, Cybex Eagle, literally cannot get better than this. Using the pad to push myself in as much as possible. I use the little yoga mat because the way the pad is on my knees, it feels really weird. Like, you know how when your your leg is straight and your knee's not bent, you can move your kneecap. At the top of the rep, it feels like that pad is moving my kneecap. Crazy, but like it just doesn't feel good, right? So we put this yoga mat thing in the way and it helps a lot. It feels very, very good. Very bang on the money. As you can see here, all reps are pretty much identical. The only thing that changes is the concentric phase of the rep, which is exactly how all your reps should look. Whenever I'm reviewing form for clients, the most important thing, the best thing you can do to like improve your form on anything is make all your reps look the same. Just try and emulate them as much as possible. Just keep them the same the full way through the movement. Yes, it gets fucking hard when the set gets intense, but that's the fun of it. That's the difficult bit of it. If it was easy, like the whole point is we want to stop form breaking down, right? And we want to make all the reps identical so that when you're adding more weight week on week, there's no drop-offs. The only thing that should be changing is the concentric part of the phase. So that's the bit you're going to struggle with, for example, on a chest press locking out, or on a back movement fully shortening the back, getting it sort of pulled down. Yet again, Cybex Eagle, I believe this one is. Yeah, it's Cybex Eagle as well. Really good. Got the seatbelt on this just to make sure I'm keeping my hips down. Low weight on this as well. A lot of people don't fully extend the knee here. As you can see, I pretty much have it in a straight line. There still is a bit of space for movement there, like to extend a little bit more, I think. But it doesn't feel comfortable. It really doesn't feel comfortable. But obviously, this is my first run on the machine, so the more I do it, the more comfortable it'll get, the better it'll feel. Obviously, I've used these machines before, ages ago, when I used to come to Flex, when I was bulking, but we're now back on prep and it's way different. I'm also a lot more knowledgeable on movement patterns, how they should work, than I was before. Because it has been since I fully trained at Flex, like every session, probably about like 6 or 7 months. So I've obviously developed as an athlete over that time, which is good to see, to come back and have more knowledge on how to use the machines and stuff. But yeah, this was a tricky rep. Last few reps on the leg press are about locking yourself the fuck in and seeing them out. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it's going to hurt. The last couple hurt all the time, but keep your head screwed on. They're not easy, but these are the reps that grow your legs, and don't shit out. Like, if you enjoy the gym, this is what you should enjoy. You should enjoy the hard stuff. We've now got, oh my God, I love this. This is my first time using this, and it is the best leg press I've ever used. I love all the Gymleco stuff. Like, Gymleco is a fantastic brand, I've found. But look at the depth I can get on that. Like, that is absolutely stunning. That is what we want to see. The only slightly annoying thing is I come off this machine with a massive forearm pump because of how tight you need to pull yourself in. Just because of the way it's coming down, it kind of brings my bum off the pad a little bit. But I'm working obviously on just pulling myself in as tight as possible, and making sure that my bum does stay on the pad, because we don't want your bum coming off the pad. We don't want no lower back engagement. That's how you get injured, boys. So trying to get as much knee flexion as possible. The machine just seems to line up really nice with me and allows me to get literally so deep. Yes, my heels are coming off the pad. Fuck you if you think that matters. Knee flexion is superior. If your heels have to come off in order for you to get that depth, do it. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. As long as you're doing it safe. Like, don't be a retard, obviously. But yeah, 3 plates on this per side for the first run. Not bad. Was pretty good. I reckon this will probably go up in weight pretty quickly, just as I get used to the movement. I didn't want to put too much weight on it, just as I'm obviously not fully used to it yet. I don't know where it's heavy, all that kind of stuff. So good set. Like I said, trying to make all the reps look the exact same. Like, if you watch my eccentric phases from the first rep to the last rep, they're all the exact same. The only thing that changes is my ability to push the weight up in speed. I'm trying as well to because when I've been doing leg press previously, it's quite easy to fall into the trap of resting for 10 to 15 seconds at the top of the movement. That's just shit. Like, that is just shit, right? When you're doing that, obviously you're getting back to it, you're getting your breath back, everything like that. When you go to do it next week, I guarantee you're not going to have the exact same amount of seconds rest at the top. So, like, it's just not, it's not standardized. And when it comes to training and improvements, standardization is the number one thing. If you have a 10-second rest at the top of your set and you get 9 reps one week, the next week you do it and you have no rest at the top and you get 8 reps, is that a progression? Is it not? It's difficult to know because you haven't rested at the top. If you just don't rest at the top on every single one, it'll be easy to tell. Anyway, second set, we have 50 kilograms on it. You can see as well from this angle, like, how close my knees are getting to my chest. It also has a headrest, but I don't like having a headrest. I like being kind of hunched for a leg press. But yeah, that was the 2 sets on Gymleco hack press, fucking leg press. I was getting ahead of myself because next up we have the True Squat. Now, if you've ever used the True Squat, you'll know it is fantastic. Very, very cool bit of machinery. I actually haven't seen this in any other gym. Like, genuinely, I haven't seen. I remember first time, like one of the first times I was going to flex, I seen this guy, might have been Polish, maybe Russian, massive hands, right? And at the time, I didn't know what growth hormone was, so I was quite clueless. As I was like, why does this guy have the most gigantic hands I've ever seen in my entire life? But he was on the True Squat, and fucking hell, like, he must have been like genuinely like 140 kilo. Like, it was ridiculous. And like, ever since then, I've wanted to get on how much he's getting on that. But yeah, that was like, I seen that guy doing it. I was like, this is fucking sick. So yeah, True Squat is back in for myself. Just a cool movement, like, just really, really sick. Allows you to get that depth. It's really controlled. Quite easy to spot as well if you need spotting. But yeah, the seatbelt on it as well. I think it comes with a seatbelt on it. I don't think that's something that someone's added on, but it's fantastic at just being able to make sure you are bracing. But yeah, I got this pretty heavy when I was previously doing it, so it's going to be exciting to run up again. It is quite a lot of these new movements. The first couple of weeks of progressions are going to be quite like quick because obviously you're just acquiring the skill to do the movements. I'm not unaware that the movements will move up quick. It's not me getting drastically stronger, it's your neurological adaptations to those movements, or adaptations. I don't know what one it would be. But yeah, it's basically your body learning the movement pattern. So I'm aware that the first couple of weeks the weight will go up pretty quickly, but it is what it is. I'm buzzing. So that we are now how many weeks out of prep are we? We're now 54 weeks, 54 days. What is that? Is that 7 weeks? 8 times 7. Yeah, we're 7 weeks out. Well, less than 7 weeks now, like 6.5 weeks out, which is fucking sick. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird time to change gym, but at the same time, I wanted to kill myself in Bannatynes. These 2 sessions have been unreal, and I'm literally like, I cannot wait to go and train. Like it's now Tuesday today. I've got a rest day tomorrow, and I'm just like, fuck. I wish I could go in and train. But we've got pull on Thursday, which will be good. But this push session I did today was fantastic. We're using the Gymleco incline press here. Yet again, I'm just kind of finding my feet with the seat where everything is. But the depth you can get on this, the fact it converges at the top, meaning that it crosses over like that, is just absolutely fantastic. So this was a pretty full send set, which I was happy with. Really, really happy with this. Did 2 sets on this, and then we moved over to the Gymleco like decline press. I don't know, is this decline, is it flat? Let me have a look again. I'm going to just say flat press. I don't think it's too decline. It does feel like a decline press, especially before I've got the seat, but it is fantastic. I loved, like I said, I love Gymleco. And Flex has quite a lot, to be fair, quite a lot of good bits. So yeah, these are my 2 chest presses of choice out of the ones they've got there. I have used the Panatta one before, the Panatta incline one, but this feels much better. I think with Gymleco, it always just feels so smooth. So like the tension I can get on the muscle is just absolutely fantastic. Like I feel the weight the full way through the movement, which is always good. The only annoying thing about them is the inability to, well, Flex do actually have the gym pin, the Gymleco gym pin, but there's only one of them. And if I'm using a few other Gymleco pieces, maybe someone else is using it or that kind of thing. But yeah, this was a fucking fantastic set as well. The only thing I don't like about Gymleco actually is I don't like the foot stop, like the thing you push and that brings the weight up. Panatta have that really good. Like their Panatta's one is fantastic. This Gymleco one, like it feels like it doesn't bring the weight out enough. And it's just quite awkward. Like I don't know if anyone else has found that, but I think that's just because I'm used to the Panatta one where you stomp on it and it fucking sends the weight out massively. Whereas this one doesn't really, and you do actually need to put some force behind it as well. Like it's quite difficult to master. Then we moved on to the, what do we have next? I was just cancelling that. Then moved on to a lateral raise. Now I have 2 sets of this. Well, 2 different variants. So we did the standing one, which my girlfriend is currently on. We did that first, and then we did a few chest things, and then we did the seated one. Facing out from where you're meant to, but this feels fucking fantastic. I absolutely love this lateral raise. So 2 sets of this, well, technically 4 sets. 2 sets of the seated one, 2 sets of the standing one at the start and then the end of the session. And then we moved into, once we finished this, we moved into some tricep work, which was fantastic. Also as well, starting to see some pretty good detail in the triceps, seeing that croissant-esque tricep kind of feathering coming through, which is pretty exciting. Shows that we are doing something right. We also had my lowest weigh-in this morning of 77.4 kilograms, which is pretty exciting. So we are 6 and a bit weeks out. I would imagine we're probably going to have to get to low 70s, which would be fun. It is what it is. I don't care what weight we have to get to. I don't have an attachment to any weight or anything like that. For me, the most important thing is just getting as peeled as I can get. We've got 6.5 weeks to get fucking skinned. Obviously, we've got another couple shows after that. I was just speaking to Taylor the other day about a few other shows that we're potentially doing. We've got the UK DFBA, which is about, how many weeks is that? It's about a month after, so it's probably about 9 weeks away. We've got BNBF Perth, we've got UK DFBA Wigan. There's then Supernaturals towards the end of the year. So we'll see. I got my blood work done the other day as well, and everything came back all good as well. At like 7 weeks out, like test was all good, everything else. I don't really know too much about the blood work yet, but Taylor looked over everything all spot on. So yeah, happy with that. Happy to see that my body's handling the diet well. To be honest, I feel fantastic. There hasn't been there's been maybe 1 or 2 days the whole of prep where I've been like, oh, I'm actually dieting and I feel a little bit shit, which is good. I mean, it's a massive positive. You get people that talk about prep and it's how it fucking changes them mentally and stuff. Obviously, I get it. I'm still 6.5 weeks out, but I thought I would be feeling a bit shitter. But what I've been telling myself is, don't make yourself feel shit if you don't feel shit. A lot of the time, the way you feel, the way you are, is first of all, like, as soon as you think something, you then act on that. If you tell yourself you're going to feel something, you're going to feel it. If you tell yourself you're going to feel shit, you're going to feel shit. If I wake up and say, look, I've got plenty of energy, I'm going to have plenty of energy. And I think for me as well, I'm quite an outgoing person, so I'm naturally kind of more energetic, and I suppose I'd be able to tell better if I'm feeling a little bit shit, because I'd be like, fucking hell, I'm a bit not for 6. But haven't been like that yet, which is fantastic, and loving the process. So that's a little bit of catch up around 6.5 weeks out. A little bit of insight as to why I changed gyms, and where I will be training out of for the foreseeable, which I'm excited for. Love flex, love everything about it, even just the ability for me to pose where I want, obviously, like where you should pose and flex. But the ability for me to do that is just great as well. At Bannatynes, there was no way for me to pose post-workout, and it was just causing more issues, and it just wasn't good for the mental state, really. Like, it was making me resent the gym, when that's not what prep's about. I mean, even in the off-season, at some points, I'd be like, fuck this fucking place, man. But yeah, now back to loving the gym again. The enjoyment is there. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more of myself on prep, make sure to press like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.